In the sheer vastness of the cosmos, have you ever wondered, are we just random particles drifting along, or is there some kind of grand design at play? For centuries, South Asian cultures have looked to 9 specific celestial forces, the Navagraha, for the answers. You see, Nava means 9, and Graha literally means that which seizes or influences us. So together, let's explore this cosmic blueprint.
And that really is the ultimate question, isn't it? It's a question that is echoed through millennia. It's the bridge that connects the vast impersonal cosmos to our own deeply personal lives. The concept of the Navagraha offers one ancient answer to this, suggesting a really profound connection between the celestial dance happening above us and the human drama playing out down below.
So how should we even begin to understand these powerful forces? Well, we can look at them through 2 very different lenses. On one hand, you have astronomy, which sees them as physical bodies, bound by the unchangeable laws of physics. But then on the other hand, you have astrology, or Jyotish-shastra, which sees them as cosmic messengers, carriers of fate, delivering the fruits of our karma. The Navagraha really represent a fascinating meeting point between hard physical science and deep spiritual belief.
Our journey today is going to take us right through this cosmic blueprint. We'll start by meeting the celestial king and queen, Surya and Chandra. Then we'll explore their entire cosmic court. After that, we'll dive into the enigmatic shadow planets, Rahu and Ketu, and uncover their cultural impact, before tying it all together at the end.
So, our journey begins where it must, at the very center of our solar system. He's the source of all our energy and the undisputed king of this celestial assembly, Surya, the sun.
Now, scientifically speaking, the sun isn't a planet at all. It's a star, a medium-sized one, technically called a yellow dwarf. Deep in its core, this incredible process called nuclear fusion is happening, converting millions of tons of hydrogen into helium every single second. This releases that immense energy that gives us light and, well, life itself. To even try to grasp its scale, just think about this. You could fit about 1.3 million Earths inside the sun. It holds 99.8% of the total mass of our entire solar system. Just incredible.
But in mythology, Surya is so much more than a ball of fire. He is a deity, riding a magnificent chariot pulled by 7 horses, which actually symbolize the 7 colors of the rainbow. He is called the soul's significator, representing our core vitality, our very life force. In astrology, if you have a strong sun in your birth chart, it's believed to give you leadership qualities, confidence, and social prestige. It also represents the father, so your relationship with your father is often seen through the sun's position in your chart.
And as the king departs, the sky falls under the dominion of its queen. Let's now move to the serene and ever-changing Chandra, the moon.
The moon is, of course, Earth's only natural satellite, and it's important to remember it has no light of its own. It shines only because it's reflecting the sun's rays back at us. Its gravitational pull is so powerful that it literally creates the ocean's tides. Scientifically, the moon is absolutely crucial for us. It stabilizes Earth's wobble on its axis, which is what gives us a relatively stable climate, and that was essential for life to evolve here in the first place.
In the mythological realm, Chandra governs our inner world, our emotions, our thoughts. There's a powerful myth that tells of him being cursed to completely fade away, only to be saved by Lord Shiva, who placed the crescent moon on his own head as a blessing. Shiva then decreed that Chandra would forever cycle through these phases of waxing and waning, which is just a beautiful metaphor for the ebb and flow of our own feelings. Astrologically, Chandra is the mind's signifier, deeply connected to our mother, our emotions, and our most vivid imagination.
Now, beyond the king and queen, the celestial court is filled with all these distinct and powerful personalities. You have a fiery commander, a quick-witted prince, a wise guru, and so many more.
So first up is Mangala, who you might know as Mars. This is the commander, and it gets its famous fiery red color from all the iron oxide, basically rust, on its surface. Astrologically, it embodies that exact same fiery energy: courage, drive, and raw ambition. Then we have Buddha, or Mercury, the swift prince. It's the fastest planet to orbit the sun, and so, appropriately, it rules over quick communication, sharp intellect, and commerce. And finally, in this group, we meet Brihaspati, or Jupiter, the wise guru. This gas giant is so massive that it actually acts like a cosmic bodyguard for Earth, deflecting asteroids away from us. In astrology, it represents expansion, wisdom, and good fortune.
Next is Shukra, or Venus, It's shrouded in these thick, toxic clouds, and its surface is actually the hottest in our entire solar system because of an extreme greenhouse effect. In mythology, as the guru of the demons, Shukra governs the material world, love, beauty, luxury. And finally, the great judge, Shani, or Saturn. You'd recognize it anywhere by its stunning rings of ice and rock. Saturn is the great taskmaster. It delivers the results of our past karma, teaching us life's toughest lessons, things like discipline, responsibility, and justice.
Okay, now we enter the most mysterious realm of the Navagraha. We're about to meet two entities that are not physical bodies at all, but are still considered immensely powerful. The shadow planets, Rahu and Ketu.
So, if they aren't planets, what are they? Well, scientifically, Rahu and Ketu are mathematical points. As the Moon orbits the Earth and the Earth orbits the Sun, their orbital paths cross at two very specific points in space. The northern point of this intersection is called the ascending node, or Rahu. The southern point is the descending node, or Ketu. And even though they're invisible, these points have a significant gravitational influence and are precisely where solar and lunar eclipses happen.
The myth behind these 2 points is incredibly dramatic. During the great churning of the cosmic ocean, a demon named Swarbanu disguised himself so he could steal a sip of the nectar of immortality. But the sun and moon gods saw right through his disguise and alerted Lord Vishnu. In an instant, Vishnu's discus, the Sudarshana chakra, flew out and severed the demon's head. But a drop of nectar had already passed his throat, which made both parts immortal. The head became Rahu, and the headless body became Ketu.
And this story brilliantly illustrates their very distinct influences. Rahu, the head without a body, has this insatiable hunger for worldly and material things. It represents obsession, ambition, and sudden, dramatic changes. Ketu, on the other hand, the body without a head, is directionless. It represents detachment, spirituality, and our past karma. It pushes us inward, towards liberation and the search for deeper meaning, pulling us away from that material world that Rahu so deeply craves.
The influence of these 9 forces extends far beyond just astrological charts, The Navagraha are deeply woven into the cultural and spiritual fabric of Hinduism.
All across India, you'll find these magnificent temples dedicated to balancing these planetary energies. The temples near Kumbhakonam in Tamil Nadu, where each graha actually has its own separate shrine, are world famous. Another ancient and powerful site is the Navagraha temple in Guwahati, Assam. Devotees also chant the Navagraha Stotra, which is a powerful hymn composed by the great sage Vyasadeva. The vibrations from this chant are believed to mitigate negative influences and bring a sense of mental peace.
So, as we conclude our journey, we find ourselves right back at that fascinating crossroads where science and ancient belief intersect. So what does all of this mean for us? Well, science explains the how, the physical laws that govern these celestial bodies. But ancient wisdom explores the what they signify for us. Perhaps the real insight here is that the Navagraha aren't just out there, they are also in here. Surya is our soul, Chandra is our mind, Mangala is our courage, Shani our discipline. Maybe finding the balance among them is the real blueprint for a complete and meaningful life.
And if the Navagraha are simply delivering the results of our own karma, it leaves us with a truly profound question. Are we just actors playing out a pre-written cosmic script, or does every single choice we make rewrite that script in real time? Perhaps the truth, as it so often does, lies somewhere in the balance between destiny and free will.